Hello everyone, I'm Wardy and I'm here today to talk to you about the WardiTV Korean Royale Kickstarter. We want to help Korean StarCraft 2 scene because obviously we've had some sad news recently that Blizzard is no longer helping to provide prize money for the scene, and that means that the GSL prize pool has taken a heavy hit of up to 80% of the previous prize pool from last year no longer being available to Korean players. This has left a lot of players unsure as to what to do right now, and what we want to do at the very least is try to make this year as comfortable as possible for them. We're by no means going to be able to replace what we have lost in terms of GSL prize pool, but there's been a massive outpouring from the community wanting to try and support, and I'm hoping that this may be a way for you guys to be able to provide that support and to provide your contributions, however big, small, or whatever they may be. Hopefully we can make a little bit of a difference for the Korean players. So to take steps in the right direction, we are going to be hosting a $10,000 tournament, the WardiTV Korean Royale. Now that tournament is not what you're crowdfunding for. This tournament is already fully guaranteed, funded by WardiTV, and will happen March through April, and it will be used as a basis for crowdfunding with this Kickstarter for Season 2. The idea is to get 16 players, provided we get enough interest. We'll work on that exactly when I know exactly who wants to play, etc. That's something that's already been worked on. You probably right now actually know more than I do right now, because when you see this video, you're likely going to have a lot of that already announced. Like I say, this event's fully funded by WardiTV. Again, the idea is that this is going to be like a teaser event. Well, not really a teaser. It's a good event. It's a big event. It's to show you guys what we can put on and what we can do with your crowdfunding if you get behind the idea. So, at the very least, you're going to have one event, a big $10,000 tournament, the WardiTV Korean Royale. And if you guys get behind that, if you guys get behind this Kickstarter, we can make a Season 2, we can make this more than just a one-time thing, and we can continue to support the Korean scene as much as possible. Obviously, I feel like this is the best way to support the Korean scene right now. Larger tournaments for them to play in rather than just smaller cups, which we already have a fair amount of. There's a lot of community stuff going on. I feel like it's good to have something that's particularly a bit larger, focus on the Korean scene to get most of the players interested in playing, and to give a lot of players a chance to earn some additional prize money. Like I say, we're not going to compete with the GSL prize pool or what was lost. This is really just a case of trying to make a bit of a difference, everyone coming together, and maybe we can at least help a couple of players, well, hopefully 16 players, to make a bit more cash this year and to help them continue along in StarCraft 2. And maybe see, I mean, who knows what we can do in the end, right? Maybe this really pops off. Maybe we can get some sponsors on board. I don't know. But, at least, we just try, we start small, and we work with what we do. If it goes very well, who knows what might happen. Realistically, at the end of the day, we're guaranteeing one big tournament with the chance for more to come. Now, again, a lot of people said they wanted to help crowdfund the Korean scene, and I believe that gives you all this opportunity. It's something you can all get behind together. It's something that we don't have to, say, oh, you might get this or you might get that. It's plain and simple. If the Kickstarter's funded, Season 2 happens. What will Season 2 look like? Very similar to Season 1, with a few tweaks to make it a better event based on what happened in the first event, which is already fully funded and guaranteed to go down. So you have a baseline to know what to expect. We have an event no matter what. And again, if we don't get funded, we don't have a Season 2, and you guys don't get charged. So it's not a case of, oh, I put some money in, but then we didn't get enough, so it's not what I expected. If we get funded, you will get what you put your money in for, which is a second season of this event. So yeah, worst case, we have a fantastic single tournament, $10,000 that I put on. Best case, we get a lot more tournaments to come. Now, all crowdfunding will be going towards the prize pool of the tournaments. We are going to be putting up any production costs, any logo costs, for example. Obviously, I am going to be streaming, and that helps with revenue, but of course, we are putting up a $10,000 tournament initially as well. So I have to cover some costs in that. The whole idea is that up to $12,000 will help to raise the prize pool of this second season of the tournament. And at that point, we will actually cap the prize pool and start putting money toward a Season 3 if we get that far. I think that's a lot to expect. It's not something I'm necessarily expecting to be able to do. But sometimes this community oftentimes surprises me. And so if you do decide to surprise me once again, then that is where we're going to start putting money toward a Season 3, because I believe it's a much healthier situation to have multiple of these tournaments rather than just one, which has a few extra $1,000s in it, because we can create more streams off of that. That gives us more chance to potentially sell days to sponsors, etc. It gives us more of a chance to create revenue and to make this a healthy and maybe even somewhat sustainable event that Korean players can rely on playing. Again, at least for this year. We're starting small. We're not looking to, go out of our reach. We're starting with something that we believe is attainable and sustainable, hopefully. Further information on some kind of prize pool goals and donation goals, stretch goals can be found on the Kickstarter page if it does interest you. Now, the initial tournament is going to be run through March and April. That's when the Kickstarter is going to be active. And then, if the crowdfunding is successful, we will be running that second tournament between seasons of GSL. GSL don't have exact dates out right now, but our initial goal would be to run the second season between Season 1 and Season 2, which would be in May or June. If that isn't going to be attainable, maybe there's another big event, something pops up, we've got to be a bit flexible. The next goal would be to run it between Season 2 and 3, which would be in end of July/August. So you're looking at having this tournament basically be turned around, done, and out there within 3 to 4 months, latest, of the crowdfunding being completed. We do have a reward system for supporters, obviously. We are only providing digital rewards, which mostly tie into the event. Obviously, I'm investing a lot into the initial tournament. I don't have the capital right now to invest into like t-shirts or merchandise and stuff. Maybe that's something we can look into in the future if there's a lot of support, if this goes well. Right now, our main priority is putting up prize money for Korean players. So the rewards, replay packs, a chance to get replay packs a bit faster, being able to support certain players. There's even a chance to watch from inside the game. If you guys have any other ideas, I'm very open to hearing them. But they're basically just a few little ways to say thank you for your support. The main reward out of this is, of course, getting to watch some Korean StarCraft 2 and hopefully being able to help the Korean scene that little bit further. Really appreciate if you can support. Obviously, check it out. Obviously, the streams will be on my Twitch channel. We will obviously be giving replays out to all of your favorite YouTubers and other streamers if they want to cover any games as well. This is not just going to be a WardiTV thing. This is an everyone thing. So you might be able to catch some of the matches on Loco's YouTube or so. I'm sure he'll be interested in a few other games, or Harstem, for example, as well. The main stream will be, of course, my own channel. And, of course, we'll have the community streams in other languages available as well. So, more information to come. Obviously, I hope you guys really, at the very least, enjoy Season 1. And if you can get behind us potentially running a Season 2, then thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Until then, have a good day, and thank you so much for checking out the WardiTV Korean Royale Kickstarter.